Alright, morning try has returned for 21W03A. Let's take a look. Alright, so today's snapshot seems to be based purely around light sources. So the first light source we have here is the glow what? Alright, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. The glow lichen. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. It looks like it's a moss type block. Does it go up walls? Oh, it sure does. Looks like you can also bone meal this, which is pretty cool. So you can, I guess, spread it around. And it looks like it might require shears to dig up. Yeah, it sure does. And if we set the time to night, as you can see, it glows very dimly. So that's kind of cool. That's a nice little light source. And by dimly, it glows at a light level 7. So unfortunately, this actually won't be good enough to light up caves. That's unfortunate. But I guess it'll just add a little bit of ambient light to caves. So let's take a look if this generates naturally. Oh, it looks like it does. Alright, so as you can see, there's just a little bit in the cave here. And it's just a little bit in the cave here. So I guess while you're going along, you'll see a little bit of light, and it'll be this thing, this stuff. That's actually kind of cool. I do like that. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, by the way. Glow lichen, I don't know. Either way, it's a cool little block, cool little moss type block, and looks like we're going to get quite a few more of these in the next coming snapshots, which will be awesome. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Alright, the next thing added in today's snapshot. Oh my god, look at all the axolotls. Alright, so I've got another tank here, and let's take a look at the glow squid. Oh, that's kind of cool. Right, so it doesn't look like it produces light sources around it, which makes sense. So I guess that'll reduce lag, but apparently you can still see it even if you go super far away, which, yeah, I can confirm that thing is pretty visible. Oh, of course, until entities disappear, then you can't see it, but, it doesn't look like I can see it anymore. Oh, it despawned. So, glow squid can definitely despawn then. That makes sense. Oh, okay. Looks like there's a couple rendering issues. They kind of disappear and stuff. Unfortunately, these guys don't spawn naturally yet, which, you know, they're probably going to end up spawning in caves. I mean, that would make sense. But this is actually the mob vote mob. So, yeah, anyway. When we kill this guy, they drop glow ink sacks, which actually looks like a super interesting item. Apologies for recording at night. I never like to do that. Just a couple glowy items, I guess. So apparently, this can be used to light up sign text. Did that do anything? That didn't really look like it did anything. What about if I make it like white dye? Oh yeah, you can see there's definitely a difference there with the white. If I right click it, it becomes a lot more luminous. That's quite cool. You could probably tell the difference in the day as well. No, not even. Okay. Yeah, so you can definitely tell the difference there, and it even works with other colors as well, which is kind of cool. Now I'm thinking obviously it's going to work with the lighter colors, although that's a weird color. But does it work with stuff like brown? Yeah, it works even better with stuff like brown and red. Wow, look at the red. That works really well. This light blue looks better in my opinion than this. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, I'm going to make it red so it actually looks good. So apparently if you combine glowing sacks and item frames, you get glow item frames. Which is, I mean, on its own, that's a pretty cool looking texture. What? I mean, that looks awesome on its own, but apparently it lights up the blocks perfectly. And, well, I'm going to need to set it to night again. And sure enough, yeah, it lights up the blocks perfectly. You can see them in here, and then you can see them in here comparatively. It's kind of interesting. I mean, other than a different looking item frame, it's not really that useful. Like, it's midnight here. It's pretty dark. I can still tell what that is. I guess if it was really dark, you wouldn't be able to tell. But I don't want to apologize. It's going to get really dark in here. Okay, so this is basically as dark as it gets, and we can place those in there. So I guess that definitely helps you to see it a lot better. Like if I do it comparatively down here, I don't know. I can't tell whether it's going to be worth it to farm these things or not, to be honest. I mean, it's cool, but is it that useful? I don't really know. I can't personally see much of a use for it myself, unfortunately. Okay, so if you want to get rid of the, you know, glowing effect on signs, which I'll have to set it tonight, you just use a regular ink sac. That works. That's kind of cool. Yeah, there we go. So I guess that's mainly the extent of the snapshot. We got the glow squid, which is the voted mob from the Minecon live thing. Or Minecraft live thing. And not gonna lie, they're not the most exciting mobs. I mean, they've got particle effects, which is kind of cool, but I feel like that would just add to the lag. But I don't know. I can't see them being super useful, if I'm being honest, and maybe not even worth farming, unfortunately. Like, the glowing signs is kind of cool, the glowing item frames are kind of cool, but why are there so many mobs everywhere? Yeah, not super useful. Anyway, something that's also kind of cool is axolotls go after them, so let's see that. I feel like this could just work as a farm. Just have axolotls going after them. Yeah, sure enough, they are all dead. Yeah. Ooh, okay, so there's one bug fix that's very, very old, 9,568. For reference, the next one that they fixed after that is 89,000. So 9,000 is a pretty big deal. It's a pretty early one. And if you look at it, I mean, it makes sense. Mobs suffocate / go through blocks when growing up near a solid block. That is a pretty big one. So for reference, in my single player survival series, I had a chicken farm where basically all the baby chickens were growing up into adult chickens and kind of escaping. And I think that is the main issue with why they were escaping. So it's good to know that that's been fixed. Oh, here's another good one. Players can't tempt animals with food while other players are closer to the animal. That has happened for a long time and it's been very frustrating. Yeah, right, so that seems to be the most interesting of the bug fixes. So yeah, that's just about it for this snapshot. Bit of a smaller one today, first snapshot of 2021. I'm excited to see what the rest of 2021 brings, I guess, in terms of snapshots. I mean, already we've got a new mob and a new little light source down here that is kind of like a moss type thing, and I think that's kind of cool. I think they're just getting closer and closer to releasing the new cave generation. I know they've got it, well, they don't have it, but they've been working on it, and I feel like we are going to see a massive snapshot in the coming future. But anyway, I think that's gonna just about do it for me today for this snapshot video. I really hope you enjoyed. The snapshot video returns, I guess. Well, I can only really do snapshot videos while the snapshots, so as long as there's snapshots, I will make snapshot videos, for the near future at least, so yeah. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this snapshot. If you did, please consider liking and maybe even subscribing if you enjoyed it that much, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.